In this session, we are going to learn solutions of quadratic equation. In the textbook, there are three methods are given to find out the solutions of any quadratic equation or roots of quadratic equation. One is a factorization method. Second is completing square method. And third one is formula method. The first practice set, that is the next practice set 2.2, solve the following quadratic equation by factorization. Therefore, the first method is factorization method to find the roots of any quadratic equation. Therefore, factorization method, practice set 2.2, question, solve the following quadratic equation by factorization. Solve following quadratic equations by factorization. Method. And the first problem is x square minus 15x plus 54 is equal to 0. The equation is in the standard form. If the coefficient of x square is 1 and the constant term is 54. Therefore, multiply coefficient of x square, that is 1, with 54 and we get the 54. Then find out such two numbers whose product is 54 and their addition or subtraction, it is minus 15. That is, the coefficient of middle term is minus 15. Therefore, 9 and 6. Here minus 9 minus 6. Minus 9 minus 6, their product is 54 and the summation of minus 9 and minus 6 is minus 15. Therefore, we split the middle term as minus 9x minus 6x plus 54 is equal to 0. Then take the common from first two terms. Here x square minus 9x, therefore x is common. Then what is remaining? X minus 9 in bracket. Take common from these two. This 54. This 54 means actually 9 into 6. 54 means 9 into 6. Then 9 6 are 54. Look at here. This here 6 is there. Here also 6 is there. Therefore, take minus 6 as a common. What is remaining here? X. When we write 6 as a common, what is remaining? Here 9. When the sign outside the bracket is minus, then the opposite sign of this, that is, we have to write minus. Here plus is there, therefore we can write minus. Why? Because there is a opposite sign, that is minus is there outside the bracket. That means when we multiply this minus 6 with the whole bracket, we get these two terms as it is. Then here again look at here. At the middle there is a minus sign. At the left hand side x minus 9. At the right hand side x minus 9. Therefore, take x minus 9 as a common in one bracket. What is remaining? This x and minus 6 are remaining. Therefore, write on x minus 6 in another bracket is equal to 0. take this x minus 6 to the right hand side, it becomes 0. Then what we get? We get x minus 9 is equal to 0. When we take x minus 9 to the right hand side, it becomes 0. Therefore, what we get? X minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 9 and x is equal to 6. And here we can write this 9, 6 are roots of given equation. In this way, we can solve the problem by using the factorization method. Second, in the second problem, x square plus x minus 20 is equal to 0. This is given. X square plus x minus 20 is equal to 0. This is also in the standard form. Here again the coefficient of x square is 1. Therefore write down 1 here. The constant term is minus 20. Multiply these two. What we get? We get minus 20. Then find out such two numbers whose product is minus 20 and the coefficient of middle term is 1. Therefore write down here 1, and when we add these two numbers we get 1. Therefore here what we can write? 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4, that is 1. When we multiply 5 and minus 4 we get minus 20. Therefore x square plus 5x minus 4x minus 20 is equal to 0. Again carefully observe this. 5x minus 4x we get x. That means we get the previous step as it is, previous statement as it is. Then take common from these two. X as common, x plus 5. Take minus 4 as a common. What we get? X plus 5. Carefully observe this. This 20 means 4 into 5. 4 5 is 20. When we take this 4 outside the bracket, what is it meaning? This x and this 5. Again here, the outside the bracket there is a minus sign. Therefore, write the opposite sign of this, that is plus. Then again at the middle there is minus sign. At the left hand side x plus 5 in one bracket, at the right hand side x plus 5. Therefore take x plus 5 as a common in one bracket, x minus 4, the remaining elements x and this minus 4 is equal to 0. Take this to the right hand side, x plus 5 is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to, take this plus 5 to the right hand side, minus 5. Minus 4, when we write to the right hand side it becomes plus 4. Therefore minus 5 and 4 are roots of given quadratic equation. This is the solution of the second problem. Then third. In the third problem, 2y square plus 27y plus 13 is equal to 0. This is the third problem from practice set 2.2. Solve the quadratic equation by factorization. 2y square plus 27y plus 13 is equal to 0. In the previous two examples, two problems, the coefficient of first term is 1, but here the coefficient of first term, that is y square, is 2. Therefore multiply this 2 with this 13. 2 into 13, that is 26. And here find out such two numbers whose product is 26 and their addition is 27. Therefore here we can write 26 and 1. 26 into 1, that is 26 into 1, that is 27. And when we add this 26 with 1, we get, look at it, this is a, when we multiply 26 with 1, we get 26. And when we add 26 plus 1, we get 27. That is the middle term. Okay. Therefore, 2y square plus 26y plus y. It is not necessary to write the 1 here, because by default the coefficient is 1, plus 13 is equal to 0. Take 2y as a common from this, 2y, y plus 13. Take 1 as a common, y plus 13 is equal to 0. Therefore, in one bracket y plus 13, in another bracket 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Again, y plus 13 is equal to 0, or 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to minus 13, and here 2y is equal to minus 1, y is equal to minus 1 by 2. It means minus 13 comma minus 1 by 2 are roots of equation. This is the third problem. Then the fourth problem. In the fourth problem, the equation is 5m square is equal to 22m plus 15. This equation is not in the standard form, therefore first convert it into the standard form. 5m square minus 22m minus 15 is equal to 0. Again, the coefficient of m square, that is 5u, and minus 15 is a constant term. Multiply these two and we get here minus 75. Then find out two such numbers. Their product is minus 75 and the coefficient of middle term is minus 22. That is, when we add these two numbers, we get minus 22, and when we multiply these two numbers, we get minus 75. Therefore, minus 25 plus 3. When we multiply these two, we get minus 75, and when we add these two, minus 25 plus 3, that is minus 22. Then write down the next step, 5m square. Split this by using these two numbers, minus 25m plus 3m minus 15 is equal to 0. Take 5m from this common, m minus 5. Take plus 3 as common, m minus 5 is equal to 0. In one bracket, m minus 5. Here at the left hand side of the plus sign, there is m minus 5, here m minus 5. Therefore, write down in the one bracket, that is common, and write down the remaining element in the another bracket. 5m plus 3 is equal to 0. Then take this to the right hand side, then we get m minus 5 is equal to 0, and here, or 5m plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, we can write m is equal to 5, or we can write here m is equal to, take this plus 3, it becomes minus 3. When we write this 5, it goes into the denominator, that is minus 3 by 5. Therefore, we can write 5 minus 3 by 5 are roots of given equation. This is the fourth problem. Then fifth problem. In the fifth problem, two x square minus 2x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. Carefully read this problem. 2x square minus 2x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. Here 2 is in the denominator. Therefore, multiply throughout the equation by 2. Multiply by 2. What we get? 4x square minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then it is in the simple form. Therefore, multiply this 4 with 1. 4 into 1, that is 4. Find out two such numbers whose product is plus 4 and their addition or subtraction it is minus 4. Therefore, minus 2, minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 2, that is plus 4. And minus 2, minus 2, when we add these two, we get minus 4. Therefore, 4x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. That is, we split this minus 4x as minus 2x. Take 2x as a common from first two terms. Here 2x minus 1. Here take minus 1 as a common. 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, in one bracket 2x minus 1, in another bracket 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Here, therefore, we can write 2x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, here we get x is equal to 1 by 2. It means 1 by 2 is root of equation. The fifth problem.